Emalos on the sweep. Turns it up.
Hey everybody, it's Coach Madelon for Youth Football Online. Today we're going to be discussing something that is a little bit different, a little bit more non-traditional. Not as many teams are running it yet, but I'm sure a lot of wing T teams are going to be doing this in the near future. Something called the gun buck sweep read. There are some teams out there right now that run just the true buck sweep from the gun, from the shotgun. However, this one is combining the buck sweep with the zone read. Something that is big in spread offensive football right now. However, you mix the two, it's a different blocking scheme, but it's also getting athletes out in space with the old wing T scheme. So let's take a look at it. First off, we'll go over the blocking scheme with the line and the backs first. Buck sweep, traditionally, and it is the traditional buck sweep blocking. From the play side halfback to the tight end to the tackle, all have gap down backer. They all have their inside gaps. Right now, the tight end and the halfback. The tight end's free. He has an open gap. You can either have him block down right now, or they can go 2 for 2 and help him out. I would prefer, it depends on what type of halfback you have. If you have a halfback who's strong and can handle the kid, and he knows he's going to have a good angle on him anyway, you can go 1 for 1. However, if you want to give him a little bit of help, you can always have the tight end chip. So I have the tight end chip here, 2, down to 2. Tackle, gap down backer, he has the 3 technique. He's inside of him. The center, now, you're pulling both linemen. However, you no longer have the fullback influence like you used to have in the old traditional buck sweep under center where you had the trap influence on the backside. So, traditionally, he's going to step play side, and he will here unless there's nobody here. Okay? They're going to imagine that buck sweep's being run to the right now. So, the center is going to look, he's going to see an open gap. He no longer has to step play side if he has an open gap. He can now do number 2, which is PPGH, the block back. The guards, just like true buck sweep, he's going to pull and trap the alley defender. It's cover 2, it's the corner. Cover 4 might be the safety. If there's nobody that shows, get on up and get going. Don't stay there. Or you're going to pull and trap out whoever shows. Backside guard, just like buck sweep, you're going to pull a little bit deeper, follow, lead up inside the kick out. Looks just like the traditional wing T. Tackle, again, a little bit different. He's going to cut off, play side. Get him athletic, get him out there, try to cut off this mic. The reason why we're drawing it up right now, I have an empty set with only the quarterback and trips one way, tight wing the other, is because most teams, especially 4 even front teams, or 4-3s, will kick their front to the trips. See that they have everybody out here, the Will kicks, the Mike kicks over the guards, the Sam's kicks over the guards. And that's really what you want to see on this picture because it makes this double team easier. And it makes this cutoff a little bit easier. So right now that's the blocking for the line and for the play side halfback. It's a read. We're reading right now the end man away from the play, which is the defensive end, the Emalos, end man on line of scrimmage. This will change, and we'll go over the change in a little bit if they give us a different look. But right now we're reading the end man on line of scrimmage. Just like triple option rules or zone read, he's the second read. So we're reading him and then him. Who's getting the ball, might you ask? He's running, almost looks like jet, but running the buck. Okay? He's going to form the mesh right about there with the quarterback. So the quarterback's taking a slight drag step, but his eyes are on this read on the backside. He's not getting blocked. So he's going to see an inside release, he's going to see a pulling guard. He's probably going to do 1 of 2 things. Sit at home. If he sits at home, we're going to run buck sweep all day. Or he's going to be fed up about it and think he's going to think he can catch him, and he's going to trail the play. And he's going to try to fly with that guard. He sees him going, he's going to try to go straight down the line of scrimmage to chase it. If that happens, the quarterback's going to pull the ball and attack downhill at the outside linebacker. He's running the bubble, he's stalk blocking. If he gets in his face and attacks him, throw the bubble If he decides to go with the bubble, run the alley. You're basically running buck sweep with the quarterback to the other side, just without the pulling lineman. It's a good-looking play. It's something different, and a lot of teams, in my theory, are going to start going towards it. Now, you could get a different type of front. And the question is, well, first, before I go over that, if we get true cover 2, one adjustment you can make is you don't have to have this guy run the bubble. If this kid's a real tough kid to block, you can have him block out, and now he could be your other option. Still reading him, but he comes underneath. And then the quarterback can decide off him to throw the ball. So that's another way of doing it. Now, you might be saying, are we always going to read that defender? Not if you get a reduced look, or I should say an eagle look, or an under look, where you start getting something a little bit different. So let's give you the same exact formation we just ran. Tight wing one way. Trips. Quarterback in the shotgun. Okay? Now, let's give an eagle look, what we call eagle. We'll have a backer up. End here, 5 technique. Tackle into 1. 3 technique. 5 technique. Okay. Backer, backer, same thing as last time. Safety, corner, corner, safety. Now, still going to run buck sweep. However, it's going to be tough because the center's rule is step play side first. That's his rule. The guards, both guards are pulling. We're never not going to pull both guards. Doesn't sound right, never not, but that's how it goes. We're going to block down. He has him by himself. He has him by himself. He's going to free release. He's okay. Center has to hook the nose. It's a tough block. But again, you're probably going to have a center who's halfway athletic. You work on it enough. You're going to have plays where the center's going to try to hook the nose regardless. This is going to be his biggest play to do that. He has to hook the nose, play side. Guard's going to pull, kick, pull, lead. Now, the adjustment we make. If we ever get a 3 call, the guard will make a 3 call. You can make something up in your offensive terminology, whatever you want, but we're now going to read the 3 instead of the end man. So now our backside tackle, this will change if we get a 3 technique. He now becomes the read. He will now gap pinch and block him. We'll read him. Same thing with the buck sweep. This way. 3 follows. Quarterback will replace him and get up. You're hoping that they're going to see buck sweep and this backer is probably going to fly a little bit to it. The backer needs to know that, he might not have a lot of people outside. So you're really messing with this kid. He's still the pitch, too. That's the other thing. If you have nobody out here and he plays in the box, go to bubble. So now you're really putting him in a bind. This almost becomes like a quarterback midline counter. And I know there's a lot of terminology there and a lot of words there, but it's pretty creative and pretty innovative. Now, the one thing is, against this front and against if you put the back in the backfield, they have to play you honest. They cannot play cover 3 to the tight wing. A lot of teams against the buck sweep originally want to go cover 3 to this side because they know that teams are going to attack tight wing, tight wing, tight wing. So they're going to kick everybody down, safety middle of the field. They can't do that anymore with this, with the bubble or the read backside. They can't do it anymore. And you can empty them with empty trips formation. It's something that's innovative. It's something that's brand new. It's something that you can design a whole entire offense off of, along with other complements. You can run some jet stuff with your halfback, run inverted veer, run anything you want. And it's something that, if you really spend time, you really focus on it, it can be the one play that you run, throughout 75% of your run game, and it can be very, very effective for you. Hopefully it's effective for you in the long run.